Hey guys, how you doing? Coach Mitch here. So the Border Patrol structured interview is by far the hardest one out there. It is the most unique, the most challenging. I coach FBI, Federal Marshals, Secret Service. I coach CBP, law enforcement civilian. But the Border Patrol structured interview is by far the toughest for a number of reasons. This is why good people fail this every week. I mean, week in and week out, I get emails all the time. And I see what's happening when they tell me what's going on. Then I understand what happened because they tell me these things in the email about this is why I think I didn't do it because I said this, I talked too long, blah, blah, blah. They never give me the questions though. I always tell them, never give me the questions. Tell me why you think you failed. And sure enough, they are their best self-critiquers and they're right. The Border Patrol structured interview, it is designed to expose weakness. That's what it's all about. This is what my clients understand from the first minute I start to critique their interview I give them, because within 10 minutes of my program, on that Zoom, we are already in a 4-question interview, a very tough interview. And I already know where you're weak at and where you're strong at. And now imagine this. I'm fixing these before you go into the actual interview. But people without awareness or training, whatever you want to call it, they walk into these interviews and they sound weak because they don't understand where the weakness even is. Because why? They're trained all their life in these civilian-based interviews. It's not going to help you. You just can't walk in there with good answers, right? You have to walk in there with answers based on judgment, tenacity, procedure, law enforcement understanding. Those are just the top 4. I've got 9 others we go through in my program. You have to understand this is what they want to hear. They are not going to be like, oh, wow, this guy did good. They are silent for a reason. It's part of the test. They're not going to give you nods. They're not going to smile at you. These guys are serious. This is why I didn't make my videos so harsh like this, because you have to understand this interview could stop your whole career for 6 months. You could be on deferment for 6 months. Okay, come back in 6 months. You don't want to do that. You want to keep going forward. And you cannot then underestimate these 2 or 3 people looking at you in full uniform, fully geared up, dealing with harsh stuff every day. And there you are, Mr. and Mrs. Uncertainty, and not sure how to answer a question. They have zero patience for that. And you want to know why they don't have much patience? Because they have 10 people just like you, just waiting to get in to wear the badge. And so the more you sound like you don't have a clue what you're talking about, the more they're looking past you. Okay, well, the next guy, I hope he's better than this one here, you know. That's what's going to happen to you. If you have any doubt at all, you need to think about getting to my coaching program, because the failure rate is going up, not down. In October this year, the fail rate was 60.2%. Now for BP today, it is 60.9%. You're thinking that's not very much. That's hundreds of dreams gone because they didn't prepare for this interview. Hundreds of dreams who are going to be deferred for 6 months. We know from stats, 45% of those do not come back. So only 55% come back for a second whack at it. That's the real deal. Judgment, integrity, teamwork, and composure. You cannot fake those. You have to understand how these work through a repetition process, which is what I teach. It's a repetition to the extent from my telling you how to do it over and over again that you answer with ease. So then when you're sitting there in front of these guys, no matter how hard they're staring at you, you're using the memory I taught you, you're using the lessons I taught you, how to look back at them, not with anger or evilness, but with the simple composure of a professional who's answering these questions like a professional with no problem whatsoever. That's how that works, guys. They want to hear darn near perfection from you. And the only way you get perfect at anything, right, or near perfect, is what? Repetition. So then you think, well, Coach Mitch, I practice a lot. What are you practicing? Where do you get the information from? How do you know you're practicing the right way? Who's teaching you this? Your loved one? What do they know about that? You see, this is serious business. I tell you this all the time, you guys. They also read your body, not just your words. Your composure, your hands, your eyes looking around, you swinging around your chair, are you straight up? They read all that. Because they are already imagining you in the uniform doing the job. That's why they read you that way. That's how you're being judged. If you don't understand this part, people think it'll sit there and blah, 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 blah. When you look at communication as a whole, of that pie, verbal communication is only 7%. 7% is verbal communication. The other 93% is nonverbal. So you think, well, why do they do that? Because they do it every day. It's part of their job, right? We come upon somebody, you're watching how they behave, eyes darting, maybe looking at your jawline to maybe fight with you. Are they looking around? Who's checking them out? They're looking at you, the hand shaking. Those things count. And they're looking at you at the interview the same way. How is this person dealing with their body language? Are they steady, like I teach? Right? No background, clean background behind them. Answer questions. Thank you. Like that. Are you doing this? You see that? That's nonverbal. But look how weak it looks. Here's the thing I see with my best clients. The ones who are just amazing when we're done training with them. They're the ones who feel the least, they're the ones who feel the least worried about their interview. They tell me, I feel good, I feel confident, not a problem. And sure enough, 2 days later, they get there, hey, you passed. This is part of my 90.4% success rate. 100% no, I try hard though, but 9 of every 10 of my clients pass through. Now, the ones who just go up there and take the test on their own, or the interview on their own, they pass at a 39% rate, okay? I almost double, no, I do double that rate. That's what it's all about. If you're gonna go into battle, you guys, with this hardcore BP structured interview crew who are staring at you the whole time, who at times won't show you any respect, you have to come to the battle ready. Don't come to the battle at all. Stay home. I say this out of love and care for you guys. I get emails every week. I got 4 today alone. Coach Mitch, I didn't pass because I think I did this, I think I did that. I kid them all the time. And they're good people. Many people don't see my channel, and I get that. You know, I'm a very tiny channel. I understand that. But I get this all the time. I wish I would have seen your stuff before. You guys, if you're going to go into the Border Patrol interview, yeah, people can pass without me helping them. I understand that. But if you have any doubt about the BP interview, please get into my links down below, get into my calendar, and I'll see you on the other side. We can do this together because we have to do what? Continue your mission. Take care. Bye-bye.